Hello, everybody, and welcome back to season 4 of Talk Dirty Dancing to Me. Katie and I are so excited to discuss season 31 of Dancing with the Stars. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to come back every week.
Hi.
Hi, you sound great.
You know, you might have spoken too soon. I'm a little bit still just heady, like congestion-y, but I'm doing my best. I've got about 6 drinks right next to me, so I'm ready to go.
Hell yeah. Turn
I'm
up.
ready to go. Anything to talk about Michael Bublé.
I know, we just couldn't wait to talk about Michael Bublé, the star of the show.
It was what I liked was that it felt different than we've had live stars come on and guest judges come on, but it felt different. Like the production value was pretty high on this episode, besides the fact that Michael did not sing all his songs.
Well, first and foremost, they're not all his songs.
You're right. Well, all of these songs.
However, I have to give credit where credit is due. And his new song is a banger.
It was a bop. And that dance was insane, the Derek Cuff of it all.
Oh my God. It truly was incredible. I'm obsessed. It was so awesome. But we'll get into that later. But I do feel like Michael and Ray 2 Live did forget to rehearse their opening number together because they were not on the same page at the beginning.
Oh, maybe it's the COVID, but I didn't really catch that as much. So that wasn't something I noticed.
If you're not in the Facebook group, which as always is from Lynn, the 10 DWTS, we have a comment master post every week during the show where we all comment about what's going on, what's happening, memes, gifs, laughs. It's great. But we were talking about in the Facebook group that the podcast was going to be late this week because our dearest Madeline has unfortunately succumbed to the COVID. This is your second COVID episode.
It's my second COVID episode. I went back tonight, and the first COVID episode was in November 2020. That's the first time I got COVID, and I think it was our third ever episode that we recorded because, again, this podcast has been around since 2020, and I I had it then, but I feel like this time around it's different, but I just am so ready. I'm so over it. I'm just ready to be done with it.
Yeah.
But there was no way I could record Monday night. I was not in the right headspace, but I did watch the episode.
Yeah. And now we've had time to process everything.
Yes.
We're excited still. But let's just kind of dump right in, I guess. We had like I said, I thought the intro was a little off. The girls looked fantastic. It was very Vegas. I was so into that. Michelle Irick in the Facebook group commented after it was over, 50-year-olds are slightly damp from that opening number.
I really enjoyed it. I said the same thing. It felt like a show night. It felt like a live Vegas show, which I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm. The costuming was great. Everyone is just so good looking. Michael Bublé is a very handsome fellow.
Oh, yeah. And I really did enjoy his presence throughout the night, which I know we'll get into later, but he got off on a, like you said, kind of rocky start, I guess, but I thought he really flowed well with the show and seemed like he actually wanted to be there. So.
Agreed. His personality, his energy added a lot. I thought it was very endearing because, it would be super easy, especially, for him to have the kind of old Hollywood glam kind of ladies man vibe. It would be super easy to come across as a douchebag, especially, the all black suit and, all of that. But I thought he was so cute. I was really pleased.
I also really liked Tyra's glam this week. I liked her hair and makeup. And
yes.
The dress was, another, not my favorite, but I think this is her style that I'm thinking she kind of feels comfortable in. The V-neck off the shoulder collared look with the bejewels on the side. That's her. Shout out to Taylor Swift Bejeweled. But yeah, I thought she looked really good.
I agree.
It was giving Kim Kardashian.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right.
It really was.
I was also very impressed. I thought she looked really good. I think the dress, while not necessarily my favorite, was understated. It wasn't the conversation piece that it oftentimes is, and I was happy about that.
And Alfonso was just there, giving Alfonso.
I couldn't tell you what he was wearing, to be honest.
No, me either.
But yeah, I felt like there was a little bit of like awkward energy, like trying to go from like the opening number into introducing Michael Bublé as a judge. It was just like there's like a weird like kind of lull where it was like nobody knew exactly what they were supposed to be doing. And there was just like some awkward tension. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't notice that as much, but I think I was just like, again, not all there Monday night. So who knows? Yeah. Maybe it was the NyQuil. I don't know.
I think we're just not used to having people like come into our ballroom.
Exactly.
So we were all like, what do we do with this extra person?
And it's a lot. It's normally
when we have someone that's a guest judge, it's like Julianne Hough, who she's been here before,
or someone is like stepping in, so there's only 4 judges and not 5, and then 5 means a lot of talking and a lot of feedback time.
Right. But let's do it. Let's get into this. I just have. It was a fun night overall. I was really pleased. I was
pleasantly surprised.
I was talking a lot of shit about Michael Bublé last week, which everyone's comments in the Facebook group, just where we were intentionally misspelling his name, like I lived for that. It was so funny because no one called him the same thing twice.
No.
So everybody was getting really creative. It was great. But I know I was kind of hating on him last week, and I have nothing against him as a person. He's very talented and all of that. But I know I've seen this on Reddit a little bit because I am dipping my toes into Reddit just so I can give this podcast a more well-rounded kind of perspective besides our Facebook group full of besties.
Yeah, that's true. That's
even
true.
though we're always right. Clearly.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see what other folks are saying,
Of course.
But people on Reddit agreed, like, about how we were talking about why would you make the theme Michael Bublé when, like, only 3 of the, like, 10 or 11 songs of the night were his. Others, every other one was a Michael Bublé covering someone else's song that Rate You Live then turned around and covered. So it was a cover of a cover.
It felt very awkward to me that he was sitting there and only sang twice.
Right.
And I was like, it feels like
on Michael Bublé night of all nights.
And I loved that he was there judging. And I know it's probably impossible for him to sing every single song and judge every single dance. Like it would be way too much of a logistical nightmare, and I get that. But I was just kind of thinking, well, I really wish he sang a couple more at least, because it didn't really, I don't know, it just didn't feel as, it just, the production of that part didn't match. However, I thought that the covers were all pretty good. I thought
they were not bad.
Yeah, like way better than some of the covers we've had in weeks past, for sure.
Agreed. I felt like the theme being Michael Bublé, and then it really being like, it should have just been like old Hollywood.
Yeah.
Or like,
ooh, that would have been good.
Something like that. Because that was the vibe. And then just like featuring special guest Michael Bublé. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, unfortunately
I enjoyed Michael Bublé all evening.
I did too. I actually liked him so much more than I thought I was going to. Pleasantly surprised.
Same. He really added a lot. And it's really funny because, we all, especially us pros who, podcast about it.
Oh, yeah.
We all have such like serious opinions, like about what the judges say and like from like the dancing technical perspective. So having someone who isn't a dancer, like he's just a guy.
Mm-hmm.
He
appreciated it.
Yeah. He was like, he had that like, not innocence, but like
he just had a fresh perspective.
Yeah, because he was looking at it as a performance, like the performance value was so important of like,
oh yeah,
this is something that is enjoyed by the masses, like it's easily consumed like content, as opposed to being like, oh, this is so technical, we have to think about all these things. It made me like enjoy everything more because I was like, yeah, he's right, it was really great.
Shout out to Michael Bublé.
Shout out to you, Michael
If you're listening,
Bublé.
Michael Bublé, thank you. We enjoyed you.
I sent him the link, so I'm sure he's out there listening.
Oh my God, perfect. Okay.
So Shangela
and Gleb. Tango to Hollywood.
Number one in our hearts. Number one tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. And DJ's little fits that he wears, like in his like confessional and in rehearsal and stuff, like I'm just obsessed with him too.
Yeah.
Like both personalities. Like Shangela's fabulous. DJ is the best. Like
equally as fabulous.
Yeah, I love them both. I'm so happy that we get to see both sides. Like it's so funny seeing, like, I mean, obviously they go together like perfectly. Like it's not like a weird jump to get from DJ to Shangela or vice versa. But seeing two different sides of the same person is really fun.
I really enjoyed it. I thought her package was hilarious. Shangela and DJ both just have so much personality. And the dance, I thought the choreography was so good because it was traditional and content filled. And I knew that Lynn was going to love it. Her frame was so good. And yeah, it got a little bizarre when we got to the commentary after the dance with the titty chicken and Tyra and just like everything. But I just think that's so Shangela. So
oh my God. It was great. So the dance, which I didn't know Shangela was in A Star Is Born. So big shout out to you, Shangela. I know you're out there listening to the pod.
For sure.
I love her little sayings. Like in rehearsal, she said, "Trust the Duchess," like on this. Like her little just like one-liners kill me.
Oh yeah.
And then like so in her package, DJ was concerned about his package. He was
touching Gleb's package.
He said my man bits, and I was like, you better watch your man bits because they're on my man's bits. Because we all know how I feel about Gleb. Yeah. But they're just such a wonderful pairing. Like I cannot believe how much
the chemistry.
The chemistry 100%. Is unmatched. It's wonderful. And Shannon, I think it's pronounced Riegelsberger. If I mispronounced that, I'm really sorry. She had a comment that was one of the top comments this week, actually, with like interaction, and said, "I love how comfortable Gleb is with Shangela. It's honestly pleasantly surprised me because Gleb is the bad boy, like especially post-divorce. Like it just got a little dicey there. So sure. You're kind of like, is this guy gonna be a like douchebag, whatever?" But he has like totally got no ego about this at all and has like portrayed this totally new side of himself as well. And it's really pushing his choreography. Like this is the best Gleb we've seen in years.
And I think Gleb knows he has a serious contender in Shangela this time. Like I think he knows, he's like, I am not middle of the pack this year. The people are obsessed with us. They're obsessed with me, first of all, and they're obsessed with us. So I love him, and I think he's really shining this season with his choreography. And Shangela is just they're a great partnership. They're a top partnership for sure.
Yeah, and she's just getting better and better and better. Like you said, her frame. I mean, she's seriously like she's gonna make it. I think. Yeah. I mean, the sky's the limit. I can't believe we haven't gotten 10s yet. I can't either. We were really close with this one though.
Yeah, there was like that one part where
there was like one little misstep.
One part, and I was like, damn, because I knew that she would have gotten the 10s had that not happened.
But it was just full of content. It was effortless. Oh God, I loved it. I thought it was so beautiful.
And we say this all the time. Like we know that Lynn really likes her too, which we were a little nervous about, but Lynn really likes her, and then she brought the crispy chicken out for Lynn.
Yep, for her crispy legs.
Which
she just whipped that out of her top.
And Gleb had no idea that she was going to do that.
He was shook.
He was like, "What are you doing? Like you are crazy."
Off the rails. It was
very fast.
It was really funny, and then Tyra really went with it, and I was.
She did.
I didn't hate it.
No, me either. It made me like actually respect her because I was like, if she's gonna be quirky, every other time, then like stick to your brand. And it felt very on brand for Tyra to take a bite out of the chicken.
She committed to the bit, which we all love.
Yeah, which I was like, okay, that's my favorite thing Tyra's done all year.
Tyra and the chicken were the stars of the show.
So the dance got all 9s from everybody, 45 out of 50. It was Shangela's best score so far.
Love that. I feel like Michael should have given her a 10, but that's okay.
It was also the first dance,
he was
which
nervous.
I think he was shy.
Right. He was very shy, which is funny. And speaking of little shy boys,
ooh,
we got Trevor next.
Trevor and Emma, they had a foxtrot to Come Fly With Me.
So somebody commented, and I forgot to put her name. I'm so sorry. She said, I want to tone his hair because it was looking.
She must be a hairdresser.
A little yellow.
Yeah, he really does look like Ken Barbie.
Yes, you're exactly right. And he was much like Ken Barbie. He was the leading man.
He was. I thought that it was a great song. I thought that he looked really airy and light on his feet. Emma looked gorgeous. I agreed that Derek said his booty was sticking out a little bit. However, I think Trevor is another one of those that has had this major transformation of dance compared to week 1. And I think it's also a lot of credit to Emma. So they have a really good thing going.
Absolutely. He looked so good. He was so dapper. Like, I think this just points out, like we've talked about before, like when the musical style is correct and the costuming is correct, the performance is just astronomically better. Yeah. Like big band music and like this old Hollywood jazzy vibe with ballroom dancing just works. It's just enjoyable. He looked, and it makes sense. Like the moves make sense with the music. And so it just looks better. Yeah. And he was floating. Like he looked fantastic. It was so effortless. I was shocked, truthfully. I mean, this is the same man who was giving us he was giving us a samba to Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now we have this like distinguished gentleman. And I loved it so much. I was so impressed. Emma has really, really pulled this dancer out of him. And I was really happy.
So his scores were kind of skewed a little bit in my opinion. So he got 9 from Carrie-Ann and a 9 from Bruno and an 8 from everybody else. Which, I think you and I have talked about this off the record, that like the weaker dancers left were Trevor, Vinny, and Jesse James Decker. But when we watched this tonight, I was like, I think Trevor is separating from that. Do I think Trevor's going to win? No. But I still think like this was his best dance so far.
Oh, by leaps and bounds. He's much more in, because you have your front runners like Wayne.
Yeah, of course. And they all know it too.
Wayne, apparently. Gabby, Charlie, they're the best. And then you have your bottom, which is Jesse James Decker, Vinny, and previously Trevor. And then you have everyone else who's kind of in the middle of the pack.
Right.
And you're exactly right. Trevor is definitely in the conglomerate that is the middle group. And I'm really interested to see how it shakes out.
Me too. I'm nervous too.
But when Michael Bublé hit him with the ocho,
I was like, what are you doing, my guy?
Like, what is this?
You're nervous, my guy.
He was a little, in his head, he was like, why the fuck did I say?
Yeah, he was like, oh God, I hate myself. 42 out of 50.
And well-deserved.
Okay. Next up, we had Gabby and Val. They had a rumba to Home, which is, you and I also talked about this being one of Michael's most recognizable and best songs.
This is a weird combo to me. Like, I get it that it's a romantic song. Like, it's about your partner, like, being your home. And I like that a lot. It's very sweet. But it's more of a slow dance, like a wedding first dance kind of vibe in my head.
Rumba was a hard style for that.
Yeah, because a rumba is like high key, y'all are leaving the dance floor to go to the bedroom energy. And so that was a little weird. I freaking died at the package where Gabby and Val, like Gabby's just kind of a goofy girl. And like Val is trying to tell her about like how this is supposed to be really sensual and sexy. And so Jenna comes in and she's just the cutest little pregnant woman. And I was dying at the entire like exchange that was going on. And she was like, get all up on my man, like smell, like put your lips on his mustache.
I love
like,
that.
And then I was like, are they about to have a threesome?
I would
like,
literally kill for that permission. Like your wife's literally telling me I can touch my lips on his lips. Like I would 100% do it. I'd
She
be
was like,
okay.
he's yours. Rub his sweaty chest. And I was like, what's happening? I was like, are you guys seeing this?
I will say I put this in the Facebook group because I did think it was a little bit unfair to have the extra coaching from another pro, especially a pro like Jenna. I did say I thought it was just slightly unfair, even though like it's cool. I get it. I think it was a good PR move to be like, nothing weird goes on between these couples. Like this is performance. This is art. Like stop trying to sexualize everyone when everybody's in happy relationships. Like we get it. However, I was like, I wish Vinny could get some coaching from Jenna.
Right.
Like,
or literally anyone else. Let Derek go in there.
Yeah, the people who are getting 10s and 9s don't need help and coaching from another pro.
Yeah.
And it's not Gabby's fault. This is not Gabby's fault. So I'm not pinning this on Gabby, but I'm a little bit like, okay, well, now it's time for Daniela to go to everybody's room and tell them exactly what they should do.
Let Daniela choreograph our man Vinny's next dance.
Yeah. So for Gabby's dance, in their package, it was funny whenever I wrote this down. They know that they're in the top 3. They know that this is going to come down to Charlie, Gabby, and Wayne unless something absolutely crazy happens. So that was interesting listening to them basically be like, yeah, my only competition are the other 2, you know?
I know. I was like, damn, shady.
I was like, okay, shit. So I'm ready for like this to be blown the fuck up, you know? Like I'm ready for someone to come in there and like bust up this top 3. I really am.
Mm-hmm. So an Amon Schumpert, if you will.
Exactly. I thought that it was a very sexy dance. It was not my favorite dance from Gabby because it felt really sharp and not fluid. But again, I think it had to do with the song choice. I really agreed with Carrie Ann. Like, it was really good because you're amazing, but it wasn't your best dance. And I'm ready for you to come back next week with something better. So that sums up how I feel about it.
Yeah. Her hip action was pretty much non-existent. Which given, I mean, she's teeny tiny, so I don't know how much hips she's got on her.
Yeah.
But they're so good looking, but it just felt a little stiff. And I feel like, again, the song choice wasn't necessarily super, like the music didn't necessarily flow with a samba. It wasn't fluid.
Yeah.
Val ate it up though. He was having
he performed that dance for sure.
The mustache sniffing, the sweaty chest rubbing. I died.
Oh yeah, with Alfonso too.
Oh my God, Alfonso got in on the action. We had some chaotic energy in the ballroom tonight, but I was not mad at it actually.
Me either. I also thought she did not want to answer the question when Michael Bublé was like, "Do you have dance experience?" And I was like, "Oh, Michael, you're like asking the wrong questions. You're not supposed to ask that." But she was like,
"Michael,
yeah.
You clearly haven't been watching the show, my guy."
Michael, you dog.
We've been known this.
Her score. So she got all 9s from everyone except Bruno thought it was perfect. And so she got 46 out of 50.
I definitely didn't think it was perfect, but I was happy that Bruno enjoyed it so much. When they were in the skybox and everyone was like sniffing and rubbing and having a time up there, Gabrielle Green, our bestie, commented, "Not Alfonso motorboating Val."
That was so funny. Because
and then he got coined Nasty Val. And so all I can think of is Janet Jackson.
That was good.
It was so good. It was just, again, that we had Shangela with the titty chicken. We had Alfonso and Val and Gabby sniffing mustaches and rubbing sweaty
having a
chest.
moment.
It was a lot. And I wasn't mad. I was pretty here for it. All right, next up is my king, my one true love.
Yeah.
His Insta stories, Madeline.
They're insane.
And the one of that
the zipper
little kid. what has 82 teeth and holds back a monster?
My zipper.
My zipper. And then he does that slow-mo walkout, which he looked hot as shit tonight, by the way.
He really did look so good. He looked like a hottie. Seriously.
He looked like a baddie. And he was like, ooh, she thick. Like,
it's just hilarious that he posts stuff like that, and then we get his package and he's like, I'm a mama's boy, I gotta call my mom. Like, let's call my mom and talk to her about, Dancing with the Stars. And I loved how she was like, Vinny, when I go to the Home Depot, like, everyone tells me they're voting for you. And I
want to know more about Vinny's mom. I want to know what she's doing at the Home Depot. I want to have dinner with her. I want all of us to have a nice sit down at the family table, and and then Vinny and I get married, and we all live happily ever after.
I want her to come to the show.
I want her to be on the podcast.
Oh, if you're listening, Vinny's mom, we love you and we love Vinny.
Truly. I cannot get over, like, obviously we say this every week, damn near, like, we love Vinny. We've loved Vinny since 2009. Big Jersey Shore gals over here back in the day. And, he was always the best on that. But, like, I just am so beyond obsessed with him. He's, like, the best person. And he's so cute. And I love his attitude. And he tries so hard.
Yeah, he does. And that's what I always love about these underdogs. And I watched this dance last night. And yes, it was off. I thought there were good parts of it, but the good parts were really good and the bad parts were really bad.
Yeah. And there was no in between, really.
No, there wasn't. His timing was off at some parts, but I really genuinely think it was a stage fright issue because you watch the package and the choreo is good and him and Coco have great chemistry. I truly think he gets very nervous and gets in his head and has to go after all these people who he's intimidated by because he doesn't feel like he's as good as them. But he goes out there and he's so hard on himself, and I think he gets like stage fright. Mm-hmm. Genuinely. I think that's the issue.
Agreed. And he made a really good point. He was like, I know I messed up. And it was just heartbreaking to see it. It was written all over his face when they were done. But he didn't let it show at all during the performance. So kudos to him on that. And he made a point. He was like, yeah, I've done this 100 times correctly. And then the one time I go out here to do it for real, I blew it. But you know what? I finished and I kept going and I recovered very well. And I was like, yes, good for you, Vinny.
And it was a cha-cha-cha to save the last dance for me, which it wasn't the best, song dance choice. But
it wasn't the worst, though.
It wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
However, like, I just knew he had it in him. Like, I just knew tonight was his night when I saw the rehearsal tapes. And then I was so bummed out for him because you and I have talked about this too, like, off script. There will come a time where, like, we can't just continue to vote for Vinny because we love him. Right. However, like.
And that time is rapidly approaching.
It is. But it's like, he's right there. He has it. He just has not done it. Like, he just hasn't showed it.
All right, close your eyes with me. Let's go down memory lane here for a minute. I want you to think of David Ross. Think of Frankie Muniz.
Ooh.
There are people on the show who have had no dance experience, look super awkward, and straight up struggle. Yeah. But then the longer you stay in this competition, which is why, especially after having an elimination week 1 of this show, is such a bummer, because the longer people stay in, even if they start out with 2 left feet, they do progress just from practice. They may not ever get good, but they get better.
Yeah, like Trevor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm just waiting on Vinny to have the Trevor moment, but like, it's honestly like do or die, Vinny. Like, you have to get it together right now. Right. You know, this is it. Like, we can't make another excuse for you. Like,
I know.
It's just it's just everyone is cheering so hard for him.
People love him because he's a great guy. He's so likable. And I love that, like, even though obviously, the judging was a little harsh, but I mean, at this point, there's only so much they can continue to say.
And at this point, everybody's pretty good. And we know who the clear bottom 3 are. We know who the clear top 3 are.
Right. But even, like, Lynn made a point to say, I really like Vinny. Like, I like him. I want him to do well. This just wasn't it. And, you know, I think that says a lot. Lynn doesn't have to say that stuff, and we've seen him not say that stuff
We
plenty
have
of
seen
times.
him literally take big fat shits on people.
Absolutely. And then, like, for a cha-cha, there were a couple of moments where Vinny was, like, giving some hips, and I was so
and the
proud of him.
hands were so much better.
Yes. And I think possibly this is coming down to Coco a little bit.
See, I guess it's just me that disagrees, like, with that line of thinking. I genuinely think Vinny is just shooting himself in the foot. Like, he's not
I
performing
knew that's what
very
you were
well.
going to say. I almost said it too. But I agree. He's not doing himself any favors because I'm sure he's practicing very well. And then he gets out there for the real thing and just poops his pants.
Yeah.
But I also think that there's not anything to cover up his mistakes in the choreography.
Well, I kind of made the comment later when we talk about Jesse and Alan, like, all Alan does was choreograph around Jesse's, like, major flaws. And he can just pick her up and throw her around in the air and make it look like a real dance. Mm-hmm. But, like, in a cha-cha with Vinny and Coco, like, Coco can't just pick Vinny up and, like, twirl him around above her head for a full 8 count to make it.
I would pay good money to see that, though.
Yeah. We've seen it before. Remember when Layla Ali picked up Max?
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
I'll never forget. I will literally never forget. But yeah, so the scores were fair, and Michael Bublé, like, shout out to Michael Bublé for just being Team Vinny, which I really respected that. 7s from everyone but Michael. 36 out of 15.
And we love that. We love Michael Bublé for that.
I really
did.
This
is when it hit me for the first time that the announcer, who, when he goes across and, like, says everyone's name to get their score, Carrie Ann and Abba, he was saying Michael Bublé so weird. It sounded like he said Michael Boob every time. That is all I could hear for the rest of the show. Michael Boob.
Maybe it was such a, like, an accent thing. I don't know.
Go watch it and let me know, because he straight up is saying Michael Boob. Like, the cue card got cut off the LE or something.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was pretty much a bummer. He was a sad boy. I was a sad girl.
Yeah.
Can I make it any more obvious? But then we had Jordan
and Brandon.
Sunshine.
Okay, so they had a foxtrot to You Make Me Feel So Young.
I love this song.
It was a really good dance. Jordan looked amazing. Her arms were 10 times better than they have been. She almost fell out of one spin that they did. Other than that, it was almost perfect, because I thought it was a great dance.
I loved it so much. Again, I love a big band number. Like, it just is so good. And her little story about her grandfather and dancing in the kitchen and how he loved this kind of music.
Yeah.
What the nose boop to start it off was
really
so cute. She looked beautiful. She's really, really getting good. She's coming into her own. Her confidence has grown by leaps and bounds, especially. I think her Coco dance was her breakout dance, like, to Remember Me from Coco. That's when she was like, oh shit, I can do this.
Yeah.
And she's just, like, beaming. I mean, I loved it so much. I thought it was so great. This is what we wanted from her, and I'm so glad she's delivering.
Yep, she's also self-aware. It was like, I've been in the middle every week, and I just want to be towards the top. And she is delivering. She's delivering, and she's doing everything that Brandon tells her to do.
Yep, I loved it. I loved it. And at this point, it was, like, probably at least an hour in, and Haley Jean hit us with the, where's Heidi? I need to tinkle. Because we had, with this 2-hour long event,
that was so fun,
we're hostage with no commercial breaks to relieve our bladder, get a snack, top off your beverage, whatever. We have been, since week 1, strategically picking folks that we maybe weren't as excited about or didn't really care to see. Right. And that was when you would get to go, empty your bladder or whatever. And so she just, where's Heidi? I need to tinkle.
That was so
sent
funny.
Me into orbit. I was like, oh my
so
God,
funny.
Same though.
So yeah,
but
great job, Jordan.
I hope that she didn't go tinkle, because next up was the performance to hire. And my God.
It was iconic. It was just wow. All I wrote was, damn, wow, these lifts are insane. I loved how they incorporated the cello and all the dances around it. Michael's voice sounded incredible. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it just makes you like crave that old Dancing with the Stars. And it was,
Oh my God, yeah.
like, production value was just 10 out of 10.
Oh my God, it was so good. Everyone looked incredible.
Phenomenal, yeah.
It was everything. Oh my God, it was everything. The song rocks. It's very sexy.
Very.
It was giving me like Broadway, kind of like Chicago vibes.
Ah, yeah.
With like the lighting and the costuming and everything very dark and sultry. It was giving like, you know, the Cell Block Tango kind of energy.
Yep.
I loved it. I loved it so much. Everyone is so hot. Where can I sign up to be a dancer like that at almost 30 years old?
I know.
How do I do that?
It's amazing what they can do. It's really epic. And just
meanwhile,
so incredible too that they can memorize all of that. Like, I know it's their job. I know it's their job, but that is crazy because it is nonstop 100 miles per hour.
Yes. No breaks. All gas, no breaks.
All gas, no break. Extremely impressed with all of them. And I love all these pros. So
I do too. I feel like they're like our friends. Like, I feel like I know them personally.
I feel like someone listens to the podcast. They just haven't told us yet. Like, 100%. Somebody out there, one of those pros.
Somebody listens to the podcast.
No, well, we know we got listeners. Hey, we're climbing up there, I'm telling you. But I know that we're going to infiltrate. As soon as you told me last week when we got mentioned on a Reddit thread, I was like, wait a second. Because you know those pros check that Reddit thread.
I know. Oh my God. If this happens for us, I'll die.
And if you're listening and if you think like we've said anything mean about you, like, we didn't mean it, you know? Right, exactly. We take it all back. But speaking of phenomenal, we had Charlie and Mark, Foxtrot to Fever.
What is Mark okay?
I don't know.
He looked unwell. Lexi Lay said he is looking like the Cowardly Lion. Gabrielle Green said Mark's hair is a fucking hate crime.
Speaking of, we're saying we don't ever say anything mean about the
this is coming from a place of concern. This is an intervention.
Well, I think Mark, you know, like, he's taken a break. He's kind of redone his brand. Now he's definitely like a lot more artsy. He's a lot more into his music career. And I don't know why he decided to come back to the show. Maybe money, I'm guessing. Like, he was extended.
Maybe they were like, hey, we got Charlie D'Amelio.
Oh, 100%. He was not coming back if he wasn't getting a top tier pro or a top tier star. I'm telling you that much.
I mean, she basically is a top tier pro. Like,
yeah, she could be a pro on this show.
And we don't hate her. Are we okay?
No, we don't hate her, but
we always like
self-aware.
Feel some type of way about the dancers that are on this show. I don't feel that type of way.
Yeah, I also think it's because she is younger. And so we have
JoJo C was a child.
Yeah, it was different though. It was different.
I love her. She's really blossoming. I feel like a proud like mom.
Yeah, and we still like, back to JoJo. We still did like JoJo, but I think with Charlie, it's like more of an emotional pull to her because she is so like shy and quiet and a little bit fragile, it feels. But I think Mark's doing a good job with her.
But I also think here's the thing about Charlie is that even JoJo, who is like got from fucking Dance Moms, was trying to downplay her dance abilities. Charlie's just straight out like, yeah, I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
And like, that is the biggest breath of fresh air. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Just call it what it is and we can all move on. I mean, God, it's not hard.
Did you see that Amanda Klutz is the new, like, one of the new faces of Old Navy, and she's introducing like the Rockettes in an Old Navy commercial?
Yeah, in pajamas. I saw that the other day and I was like, you son of No, I'm just kidding,
TBT.
but
TBT. But okay,
um
so her dance though.
oh my god. Well, I'm dead because they were talking about, how it's supposed to be this very elegant, sophisticated, glamorous thing, and she in her package goes, "I'm normally a mess." And I was like, "Wow, same."
Yeah.
But asking someone 18 years old to be elegant, like that's something that you associate with someone who is a little more seasoned, like a little
Yeah.
older. And she was literally the most stunningly beautiful, elegant, fantastic being I've ever experienced. I'm pretty sure. It was gorgeous. It was
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It was you can tell that this show's been really good for her self-esteem, which is what I like.
Absolutely.
It was smooth, sharp, and she's showing a lot more of her personality.
Mm-hmm.
I did not love when Michael Bublé said that it was expressively erotic, but it was just like, oh shoot, like she's 18, bro. Like, but
So she's legal. No,
yeah,
that was terrible. I'm so sorry.
I was just like, Gabby's was more of like the erotico, like erotic of it. Like it was not as much like, um, it wasn't as much. I did not get erotic vibes from Charlie. I just
It
didn't. I
wasn't
just thought it was
erotic.
really good.
It wasn't erotic to me at all. Erotic is it's such an aggressive word to me.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was definitely sexy and sultry, but in like an understated way, in a way in which like it's what they were doing wasn't sexy. It was like the vibe like around it was like very, jazz club,
Yeah. And the production.
smooth, silky, that kind of. It felt, you know what? It felt expensive.
Ooh, and Mark is he uses every prop, every light, like he does it all. Like he
You mean
will.
the hand puppets at the beginning? The
Yeah,
shadow
like
puppets?
Mark knows how to make these dances fit for TV and the ballroom.
It was fantastic. It was truly something. And I love that with Charlie. Like her, like, yes, she's a dancer. We say it every week. What are we doing here? We know, we got it.
Yeah.
We expect this from her. But God, it really is just so incredible to watch. You're like, you can't even be mad. You're just like,
Nope.
damn, she's really talented.
Perfect score, 50 out of 50.
Yeah, it was beyond. It was amazing.
And then we had potty break, Heidi and Artem. A
Oh,
samba to it had better be tonight. It had better be tonight.
well, they showed us her dance last week, and we had to go down the emotional roller coaster that was the bottom two, where we lost our sweet baby angel Joe, who went live, or he wasn't live, but made an Instagram story where he like snuck in behind the scenes because he was like,
Sweet
y'all
angel.
can't get rid of me. Like he was in the audience supporting his people. It is so wrong what happened last week, and I will never, ever, ever get over it. Justice for Joe.
Yeah.
He deserved better.
He really
and that's
did.
Coming from someone, I would have taken back all of my votes for Vinny if I'd have known that it would have saved Joe.
Me too. Me too.
I just am devastated by
hard.
that. And how dare production make us relive that? And then they just proved again that her dance last week was stupid.
Yeah. So.
And that's not necessarily on her. That's partially on Artem because the choreography was very lacking.
When I watch Heidi's dances, it just gives so much low energy. And we've talked about this, and I know I've said this on other episodes, like, she just is so pretty and thin, and she can really play it off that she just naturally is good at this.
Yes.
So she's going to look good while she's doing it. But she is not the whole package. And
no.
And the judges think that she's the whole package. And that's what's frustrating to me.
Absolutely agreed. She doesn't commit to the bit. Just because she had a smile plastered on her face the entire time during this dance didn't make it any more enjoyable because there is no emotional connection to any performance that she has.
Yeah. And just because and like it's not fun. Like,
no, I'm
not having a good time.
And the braid was yucky.
Oh yeah, that just wasn't a good look. The
It was
hair.
bad.
I mean, her outfit. I mean, she looks stunning every week. Like, she's just a beautiful woman. But and she did say, I struggle with showing my emotions, but I'm like, you're not giving us any emotion. Like, you're not giving us fun samba party. Like,
Anything.
this is a samba, a party dance, and you are just do like sharp, 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 click, click, click. Like, I just didn't have fun. But the judges are obsessed with her.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either. I'm like, is she gonna get to the top 4 just because they'll never eliminate her?
I'm gonna be pissed. I'll tell you that.
Well, because that's what I'm saying. Like, she's gonna have to be in the bottom 2 with like Charlie, Gabby, or Wayne, or she's going to be in the final.
So I don't think that she's gonna be in the bottom well, actually, I don't know about that. I think she doesn't have the fan base, so she could very well be in the bottom again. But I'm afraid that she will continue to win out.
Yeah.
I don't think that Trevor will beat her. I don't think that Jordan will beat her. I know that Vinny won't beat her, which, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
And then I don't know about Daniel. Like, they love her.
Yeah, they do.
But I don't get it. Like,
I don't either.
I'm so just like, can you please just connect? Like, it's like, it's just, it comes across like she's not trying or like she doesn't care. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm sure that she does, or else she wouldn't be here, and like she's busting her ass, but I don't know.
I think it's just her personality just isn't a good fit for this show. It's just not.
Yeah,
she's not really connecting with America.
Right. She's just not a super outgoing, personable gal. She's lovely and beautiful and nice and, you know, a great mom.
Yeah.
But outwardly, it doesn't make for great TV.
No. She's prioritized the D'Amelio show for sure.
Yeah.
So she got 9s from everyone, but Mr. Bublé gave her a 10. So she had a 46 out of 50, which was a really high score.
I mean, technically, yes, it was well done, but a samba, I just feel like every dance, the thing that makes ballroom dance and dance in general so exciting and fun to watch is the emotional tie to it. Like,
yeah,
when you like, and that's what, like, going back to Jenna was saying to Gabby and Val, she was like, I don't believe her for a minute, so I don't like it. Like, you have to commit to the bit. I always say it, but seriously, like, I think if she can do that, which I don't think that's her personality, and that's okay, then she would be a top contender. But I just don't think that that's in the cards for her. While she is technically not doing anything wrong, it's like everyone else puts so much heart and soul into it that it's more pleasant to watch.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
Then, just before we move on to the next actual dancer, this was the little Sasha and Daniela dance.
Yeah, this was
Holy
so good.
Shit.
It was only like 25 seconds, but man, I could have watched it for hours. It was so good.
So the dance that Sasha and Daniela did in between this, you have a text. You have a text, bestie.
No. Okay, so I had my computer pulled up for like our editing. So I just had my computer open and I forgot to silence my computer. So ding ding, that was Sasha texting me. He's letting me know he's listening to our podcast.
And he appreciates the love, absolutely. No, but he and Danny ate that shit up. It was like super quick, like if you blinked, you missed it. But they literally did probably 50,000 rotations during that.
Oh yeah,
like 20-second bit.
Seconds. Yes.
Yeah,
I wish they had more time.
I could have watched it the rest of the evening, to be honest.
Me too. It was fantastic, and it was a much needed like boost of energy after Heidi went. So
absolutely. But then it was, like I said, short and sweet, and then we got a little.
Yeah, lots of like drama filled. Like, we were really ready to find out what happened with Wayne and Whitney this week.
I know. I'm kind of pissed at Whitney.
It was so. She knows that all eyes are on her, and she wanted the Insta clout for sure. She wanted her Instagram to be flooded with people.
Yeah, but at what cost? Everyone's sanity?
Yeah, and like everyone was okay. So on Friday, she posted, went to Cancun, was supposed to film with Wayne there, but major change of plans. Will update everybody on Monday. And
then Leo, her son, was sick, he's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. But
yeah,
he was sick. And then she said that she went straight to rehearsals. And so all of us are like trying to put the pieces together and be like, okay, well, if she's going to rehearsals, then she doesn't have COVID and she's still on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
What about Wayne? Because we haven't seen anything from Wayne at this point. Like,
right.
You know that like GIF or that meme from It's Always Sunny where
yes.
Charlie Day is trying to like connect the strings for Pepe, whatever his name is.
yes.
Pepe Sylvia or whatever.
How I felt trying to dissect everything that was going on.
Same. I was like, okay, Whitney posted on this date at this time. Now she's at rehearsals, so she's still in. Like
Wayne's at a conference. Wayne's giving a speech, so
Wayne's hosting the AMAs. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And I'm pissed. I love Whitney so much. She's one of my favorites of all time. But she did us dirty on this, and I'm really pissed off at her about it because I lost so much. Like I was I was stressed. I was like, if Wayne leaves this show, what am I going to do with myself?
Yeah. Like it would bust the whole competition wide open for sure.
In the worst way.
Yeah. In a bad way for sure. But yeah, it was really not cool. It didn't feel fun. I was like, okay, because we can't like tease COVID. Like it's annoying. Like, why are we teasing this, like, sickness or whatever? Like, just tell us, like, me and Wayne haven't got to practice as much as we wanted to. Like, just tell us that.
Or just say everybody's under the weather, so it's going to be a rough week. Like, whatever. But like, don't pretend like there's this major thing, which like, physical exhaustion and being under the weather and not practicing for almost a week is very concerning. And it is a big deal. But in the grand scheme of things, the way that this was hyped up, didn't match up.
And then Whitney like went on Instagram this morning and was like, I don't feel like the package really expressed everything we wanted to say. And I was like, well, then why didn't you express it before?
Yeah.
I'm
just tell us.
Yeah, it's all for clicks though. It really is. It's such a clickbaity like thing to do. And maybe Whitney's not allowed to talk about it. I don't really know. But anyway, it was annoying. And the dance was not Wayne's best. You could definitely tell like practice was limited. However, it was still really good.
Yeah. Oh my God. Absolutely. Like not his best is better than a lot of people's best dance.
Yeah.
I just love him. He and Bruno were matching. I loved that. The dance was pretty unremarkable. You saw like the hiccups, but we survived. We pulled through. But I've got to hand it to Michael Bublé on just absolutely worshiping our king.
Yes, the respect for Wayne Brady.
He is all of us. Like how we've said every episode, like, what can this man not do? Like, he's so multi-talented that, I mean, you can't help, like, even if, you have and you don't like him, then first of all, acquire some taste. And, second, I'm really sad for you because you're missing out. But like, you have to respect the man, even if you don't necessarily quote unquote like him, because he truly is so incredibly talented.
Well, and other people were saying, like, is Wayne maybe a diva? Like, do we think Whitney doesn't like him? I don't get that at all. I think they were both just had a really stressful week and it was weird. Like, all of that was a weird, like, bit. But I don't think Whitney's, like, over him. I think she's just had a bad week and then didn't really get to express how she felt.
Well, and then you're traveling internationally with your baby.
That's also sick.
That's very stressful. Having a sick child is very stressful. Like, it was just a lot going on. And I think that they care about each other very dearly.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was maybe a little annoyed that he like wasn't sick. He was like exhausted. But that's a very real thing. Especially because, I mean, Wayne is what? How old is he? 50?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Probably close to 50.
I'm about to GTS. Hold on. That stands for...
He's probably close, but I'll say his scores while you look.
Okay.
He scored a 44 out of 50. He got 8s from Carrie Ann and Derek, a 9 from Lynn, a 10 from, no, I'm sorry. He got 9s from Lynn and Bruno, a 10 from Michael Bublé, and 8s from Carrie Ann and what's his face, Derek. So he got 44 out of 50. And it was a quick step, which it was a harder dance, especially like with his knee drama. But I mean, I still think he's at the top. It wasn't his best dance. He's going to come back next week and hopefully be a lot less tired and do a lot better.
So he is 50 years old. I nailed it.
Oh, wow. Miss Perfection.
I'm the best.
You
10s
really
for
are.
me. Also, he's a Gemini. So from Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, a Southern man.
We love that.
We do.
No wonder he and I are so compatible. We're both Geminis.
Makes sense.
Exactly. That's why we're besties. But yeah, so it was just a weird one. He did mention that he had the old
the old shitting and farting.
the old shitting and farting and throwing up deadly combo. And so I commented on Facebook that my friends and I refer to that as the screaming eagle. And Haley Jean said that her friends call it the triple threat. And then Cameron Tate Walker came in hot and said that we call it the double-headed dragon.
That is so funny. Just like Wayne with the sound effects. I was like, my guy, you're wild for that.
I was like,
so funny.
Ooh, I do not envy you. Like, I hope you had some Dude Wipes on hand. Today's episode is sponsored by Dude Wipes.
Speaking of, yeah, Dude Wipes and Untuck It.
Oh my God.
So funny.
And then we had Jesse
moving on.
James Decker. Hold on. I've got to take a break right here really quick because, and please leave this in. I almost always cook dinner, but because we needed to podcast tonight, Brennan is cooking dinner and he's making a taco ring with like, ground chicken and crescent rolls,
Yum.
which if you haven't ever had it, like you need to get on that shit. It's the best. But he's never made one before, and so he needs my help.
Okay.
He's got some questions, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Good.
Okay.
Right. Goodbye.
So, update.
What's going on?
I just went in there to help him.
Okay.
Not only is it not a taco ring, it's a taco you.
Oh my God.
That somehow hasn't connected.
That's really
okay.
funny.
He also did not put cheese in it. So it's literally just ground chicken, taco seasoning, and crescent roll dough.
Well, it sounds good at least.
He was like, there's cheese? It's like, there's literally a recipe.
It's a taco. Like, let's add a little bit more. Let's just think outside the box here. Just add the cheese.
So yeah, he's gonna fold it in.
That's really
He just
funny.
like ripped it out of the oven and was like unrolling it to try and put some cheese in there. I'm dead.
That's hilarious.
So, oh, poor men. I mean, it's coming out soon. So
Ryan is the chef at my house. Yeah, Ryan's the chef at our house. So Ryan can chat with JJD, but he cooks every night. So I'm richly blessed. Yes, he will. And he will make them from scratch. I kid you not.
Oh my God.
The man makes the best peanut butter cookie I've ever had in my life.
And you're marrying him. Congratulations.
I know. I am very richly blessed. I know that. Meanwhile, your man's forgetting the cheese in the dog.
We are not the same.
That's okay, though. They're both great. We love them both very much.
Different strengths.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Jesse James. Speaking of different strengths, Jesse James.
So, when I was searching Reddit to see what people were saying about Dancing with the Stars and everything, I accidentally, but kind of on purpose, went down a deep, dark rabbit hole and remembered all the terrible things about Jesse James Decker. And because I was still pissed about the whole bullying shit last week.
Right.
It really weighed heavy on me. And I was like, why is it again that she's so problematic? And then I found everything that I needed to find. And I was like, oh yeah. So I was just done. Like her being kept, like kept last week over Joe. It was too much for me. I'm not a good person in that aspect, and I hold a grudge for sure.
Well, it just showed how much that dance marathon 11 points brought her fully ahead of the pack. And Joe probably would not have gone home or been in the bottom two had that happened.
Correct.
So it was frustrating.
It was really frustrating. I'm still frustrated. I will never get over that bullshit. That was the dance marathon, but that's okay because guess what? Justice was fucking served tonight, bestie.
Yes, it was.
So Samantha Siegel commented that she looked like she was in a really bad Buzz Lightyear Halloween costume.
I didn't hate the costume. So
it was not great to me.
She's just so small.
Like her boobs, man.
I know. Tiggo bitties. She has Tiggo bitties.
She gives me, in Mean Girls when Regina George's mom gets a boob job and they're hard as rocks.
Oh yeah.
It's the same. Spot the difference. You can. It's the same.
That's funny.
I'm sorry. That's body shaming and that's really fucked up. But I'm sorry.
Well, she's beautiful and she also looks just like her mom.
Yes, her mom Karen, who everyone also hates.
Yeah.
But Haley Jean absolutely sent me into orbit when she said, JJD looks like she never replaces the toilet paper roll.
Stop.
Because she also probably doesn't put her shopping cart back, like her buggy, in the cart return. And that just is the vibe that she gives me. So, this was the salsa. We heard about it all week. Where's the motion sickness, bestie?
Yeah, that was not cool.
Where is it? We want to know. Where is it?
Not cool.
Because somebody, and I saw her on Reddit, commented last week when Jesse James Decker, Dancing with the Stars, posted JJD upside down, like practicing for their salsa this week, and that move that they did, which was great. It was super impressive. Like, kudos to you. But commented, what about her motion sickness?
Yeah.
And Jesse James Decker, dead ass, replied to that girl. And
no,
said,
she didn't.
I swear to God, dude, threw up right after this.
Sure.
She's like doubling down and then went out.
Sure.
And did that entire salsa after being upside down for an entire dance marathon the week before and not tossing her cookies, her fresh homemade cookies. Where is it? Where's the motion sickness? We want to know.
We need to know. We need to know.
She had some chicken wing arms going on. It's like 2 weeks ago, we were happy and peaceful, and now I'm like choosing violence, and I hate that for me.
Yeah.
But I just am at a point where I'm like, this is such horse shit. Like, stop making excuses.
Yeah, not cool.
Stop being a victim. It's not cool.
Yeah, and she was doing that to stick around, and it didn't work. So
yeah, so fuck off. No, yeah, I'm just kidding, but
it just really wasn't it. Her dance wasn't good. Here's what I'll say: it's positive. It was fun. It was fun.
The real journey is the friends that we made along the way.
It was a very bouncy dance. It was a very bubbly dance. And Alan's athleticism really showed in the dance. All of a sudden, Lynn was like, oh, the lifts were great. Okay, well, last week...
Said Lynn literally never?
Yeah, says Lynn never. So when I tell you, I was terrified when it came down. We'll get to that later. But I was just terrified that Lynn was going to pick her and she was going to stay. But luckily, he didn't. I just kind of wrote, what's happening? ? It was just a lot. It was too much. And they were trying their dance marathon dance to be their ballroom dance, and it didn't pan out for them.
And for that, I'm thankful.
Same. So, anyway.
So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I'm sorry to be hateful. I don't mean to be. I just, that's some negative energy that I have in my heart that is my cross to bear.
Yeah.
But
41 out of 50. She got 8s from everybody except for Michael Bublé. So,
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like okay. That's fine.
Whatever. Moving on to the best, Daniel and Britt.
Britt is amazing.
Yeah, she really is.
Like, watching her method of changing up her teaching techniques to, like, actually teaching Daniel the words to the song that they're going to be performing to, and, like, the musicality of it. I thought that was genius. I love her. She looked gorgeous. That dress, oh my God. I loved this dance. I thought it was great. I love the song Feeling Good is so good.
Yeah.
He seems really down. He seems like he's being really hard on himself. He seems like he's gotten into a funk.
Yes.
And it's like ever since, but I mean, shit, he got called out first in the dance marathon last week. That would shake me to my core as well.
Oh, yeah. And he brought that up. He was like, I really felt like I was doing better. And then they call me out first. And I'm sitting there thinking, what did I do wrong? You know?
That would be really, like, nerve-wracking. Like, and it didn't make any sense. And we've said that a million times.
And he said, too, like, how it brought, like, top 4, and then it kicked him to the very bottom of the leaderboard.
Right. Yes.
Ridiculous.
It just, again, the producers who we know are listening do better.
Yeah, not cool.
But everybody also, like, so Sarah Maloof and Britta Mosley shipped Britt and Daniel, and now the entire nation is on board.
Yeah, everybody's hopping on. I see it, but I also don't. I think it's just because their chemistry is just really natural, and I just think Britt's amazing. I think these two are just both really incredible people, plus Gabe. I think Gabe's also a pretty incredible person. So I think it's like, no, I want them to be together. I hope if they do want to be together that they will be, you know?
Same. I died when Michael called Daniel his new hero.
That was really cool.
It was so great.
Yeah, and he quickly turned from Wayne being his hero to Daniel being his hero.
And I was like, wow. I loved it. I really loved the dance, and I hated to see, because Daniel is very similar to Vinny in that he wears it on his face, like, so clearly. You can see, like, he seemed really disappointed, which I don't know why. I didn't see any major flubs or hiccups or anything, you know? And I think he's just kind of, like I said, in a funk.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for him to get back on his feet and, like,
he
get that confidence back.
Yeah. He wants the 10s too. Like, he wants the 9s and 10s because he's doing the work, to get it.
Right.
So it's just a matter of time, Daniel. You'll get there. We know it.
And then, speaking of doing work, Gabe is teleported to the skybox per usual. He's speaking as Daniel is signing. And this man is not even out of breath. He is an athlete. He is unreal. To quote Haley Jean, he's a runner. He's a track. He's a runner. He's a track star.
Yes, he is. Gabe is the unsung hero. Like, we don't give, like, the judges need to start giving Gabe some shout outs.
Truly. I mean, are we the only ones who are expected to shout out Gabe?
No. Gabe, if you're listening.
Gabe, we know you're listening.
Yeah, we know you're listening.
Love you. We put a lot of respect on your name, my guy.
We do. He's pretty iconic. So
pretty much. So how'd he score?
Okay, so 9 Carrie-Ann, 8 from Derek. No. 9 Carrie-Ann, 8 from Lynn, 9 from Derek. No, 9 Michael Bublé, 8 Derek, 9 Bruno. Foxtrot to Feeling Good. So that was his 43 out of 50, which it's good, but, like, it's middle of the pack, and he's ready for his breakthrough moment just like we are.
And it's very weird because we talked about this last week a little bit, the inconsistency. Like, you're saying that his dance was equally as good as Jesse James Decker's,
right?
Essentially,
yeah.
And it's like, but it's not, though.
No.
So I don't know. I don't know if we started, like, do you kind of feel like we started off with high scores this season and now there's no threshold? Like,
yeah, nobody's really moving that much off of where they were. It's just gonna it's just gonna be a war over the 10s and 9s here pretty soon.
Yeah, which sucks. I don't like that as much.
No, me either. Except Vinny, we still got Vinny in the 7s, which he just has to. Next week is, like, his last chance.
He's got to do something. I love him dearly, but I'm so freaking pumped for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
I cannot even tell you, because I feel like Halloween is where men No.
Boys become men. Yeah, literally.
Like, that's when Iman had his, like,
it was.
it
Halloween
was
night
his,
was
like,
his breakout.
do you remember Frankie Muniz's Halloween with Whitney, his
Yes, I do.
contemporary?
Yes, I do. Another
He
breakout.
broke out. Yep. Halloween makes or breaks you.
It's where the boys become men, for sure.
Yes, that's the way you say it.
But we didn't talk about elimination yet.
I know, I've been avoiding it because I'm going to be so excited. And I just, is there anything else we need to say before we get into the nitty gritty?
Lindsay's pregnant.
Yes, congratulations, Lindsay.
People exclusive. Lindsay's pregnant with her second baby, which we knew that she was taking a break from the show. And I assumed it was to grow her family after she had kind of shared some fertility struggles. So I'm just really happy for her.
Same. Congratulations, Whitney. We know you're listening. No, Whitney. Lindsay, we know you're listening.
They're one and the same. They're besties too.
They are besties.
Congratulations.
Besties with the cutest babies.
Lots of new Dancing with the Stars babies. Like, the future is bright for this show. You know, they're breeding the next generation of pros.
Ew, I hate the way you said that.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that I just have high hopes that this show will be around in the next 30 years and then their children will all be the pros too.
I mean, it has to be around in the next 30 years. This is our one thing that we have.
This is our one. Yeah, nobody can take that away from us.
Okay, so I guess let's just dump right into elimination.
Okay, so we're going through the motions, going down the list, and we get to our bottom three, essentially, which were, they wanted us to believe somehow that Wayne was in the bottom three, which we just know is not the truth. Trevor and Emma, and then Jesse and Alan, which ultimately, obviously, Wayne was safe. And then we had our bottom two, Trevor and Emma, and Jesse and Alan.
And Derek has done me dirty the past 2 weeks with his picks.
Yeah, I always agree with Derek. And then
same. The past 2 weeks in this elimination shit, he's lost his damn mind.
I'm like, we could not be on further teams, bro. Like, what are you thinking?
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, we're not watching the same dances, if that's what you're picking.
So Bruno picked Trevor. Derek picked Jesse for some unknown reason.
And then I just knew at that moment that we were screwed because I knew.
I knew it. I was like, we're fucked because Lynn's going to pick her.
I knew that Lynn was going to pick Jesse.
Yeah, same. But guess what? Carrie Ann picked Trevor, and then Lynn saved Trevor too. Thank God.
Thank the good Lord. So, yeah, Jesse went home, and luckily she gets to trick or treat with her kids on next Monday, and everybody else will be here for Halloween night.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be really good.
Well, Reddit was thrilled because JJD is not welcome there.
Oh, they also showed her homecoming queen picture. We forgot to mention that.
Yeah, they did. And everyone was like,
Production is in the Facebook group.
I know
they are. I know they are. They
Has
listen. Somebody listens.
They have to. If they don't yet, we're going to put them on this.
Yeah.
But no, I'm so pleased with how it turned out. If you know, it would be amazing.
What?
So they used to do this on Project Runway, which I used to watch all the time. My mom and I watched it on Bravo. But there used to be a point in the season when, like, I think half or so of the designers had been eliminated, that people could vote
to bring one back.
Yeah. To rejoin the competition.
Joseph.
Yes, I would. That would be everything to me.
I really wish they would do that.
I feel like a piece of me is missing, like, without him there. Like, I really am so devastated.
It was not his time.
No, not at all.
Not his time.
And we've had some, like, early eliminations before, like, before their time in the past.
Yeah.
But his was just so freaking early.
Yeah.
That I'm not okay. And I just really miss him. And he loves it so much. And I just need him to come back. I love him.
Yeah, me too. I miss him a lot. But it was a pleasantly good week. And really, production, y'all did a great job. To those of you who are listening, congrats. We loved it. And we're just excited to see what y'all have up your sleeve for Halloween.
Same. Give us the Sasha scare montage.
Oh, please. I hope
need to see him make Shangela
scream. Yes, it would be hilarious.
And then I need that. So I have to say this one last thing about Joe. Daniela posted on her Instagram. She was like, well, too bad you guys won't get to see our Halloween night contemporary that we were going to have.
Oh, damn.
And
Not
I'm
fair.
like, well, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, she was not ready for him to go home either.
No, but it was a good episode. It was boobalicious.
It was.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
But yeah, next week's Halloween. Let's get spooky.
See you guys there.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you back next week.